Boom, 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 boom. Hello. Hello. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. How are you? Happy Monday to you, whoever that is. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Hello. Hello, and thank you for stopping by. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. A marvelous Monday, a magnificent Monday. All of that. All of it, all of it, all of it. Both of them. Yeah. Do you guys hear those birds? Do you hear the doggies? It's a beautiful day today. It's a nice day today. It's like 68 degrees. So wherever you are, I hope you're having a beautiful day. I hope it's nice and pleasant. Not too hot, not too cold. It is still winter, but wherever you are, I hope it's not too hot and not too cold. We're walking and talking over here in Lions Pride, where we walk and talk. Because if you can walk and talk, what is that? That means a lot of things, right? It's not about it just sounding cute and rhyming. It means a lot of beneficial things if you can walk and you can talk. Listen, but don't be out there or in there if you're on your treadmill, your bike, your elliptical, your walking pad, whatever you're on. Don't be talking if you can't, okay? Don't be talking if it overexerts you. If you get too winded, just continue to move, 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 keep moving. Hey, Mad Dog. Lance Pride says, hey, hey, Mad Dog says, how you doing? Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. Welcome in, everyone. Double tap the screen or click the three dots to thumbs up the live. And I would appreciate it. We don't ask for much over here. We don't ask for much. Just a little decent conversation. Thumbs up the live. Leave a comment. If you missed the live, leave a comment during the replay. Subscribe if you haven't already. And tap my doorbell, better known as the YouTube notification bell, so that you'll be notified when I go live. Hey, bye. Ring the bell. That's right, Mad Dog, ring the bell. Hey, bro, he said, hey, Lines Pride. Hey, Mad Dog. You must have heard me fussing last week, because I've been fussing, talking about where you at. I said, now, he be taking these breaks, and I know this. So I'm not mad about the break. But it seems like the more breaks he takes, the longer your breaks get, bro. What's going on? Mad Dog says, salute. Hey, Stefan. What is going on with these long extended breaks, Stefan? Tell me. I understand, bro. I honestly do understand. Like you said, sometimes you need a break. Sometimes it's tiring. You come on here and you want to have some fun, but it's the same old. So it's like, sometimes your break isn't even intentional. Sometimes you just don't miss it. Like, you just don't miss it. Like, if you find yourself not being on your phone, and listen, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We don't need to be on these phones every day on social media. We really don't. Mad Dog says you went live just in time. I've been at the gym for about 10 minutes. Yes. What you doing now, Mad Dog? What machine are you on right now? Are you on the treadmill? Are you gonna incorporate some weights today? Yeah, I'm gonna be on here. Y'all know I be trying to do 30 minutes to an hour. It just depends on who comes into the chat. Sometimes nobody's in here for like 20 minutes. And then people start to slowly come in or come through about 30 minutes in. And then around 35, 40 minutes, I get my favorite people up in here. See, like today, my favorite people came early. Y'all came early today. But it just depends. Usually, it's always my favorites, whether it's early or in the middle or toward the end. But it's just that when y'all come toward the end, it makes me want to stay on another whole hour or so. Another whole hour or so. Yep, another whole hour or so. So we got to get it in. If you did 10 minutes last week, okay, push for 15 minutes this week. All right? Move those legs. Keep them moving. Keep moving. The more you move them, the more you'll want to move them, okay? The more you move them, the more you'll want to move them. Now listen, we get tired, okay? We get tired. We have to regroup, refresh, and restart. All right? Regroup, refresh, and restart. But then we keep these legs moving. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, Saint. How you doing, Saint? Mad Dog says, yes, I always start with the treadmill. I got you to get your little warm up in. Gonna do some squats with weights, then hit the heavy bag. That's what I'm talking about. Hit it. Hey, Lions, just stopping by to say hi. I hope you are doing well. Thank you, Saint. I'm doing well. Why you just stopping by, Saint? What you doing? You can hang out in the chat, Saint. What you doing? You not cutting up, are you? Let's see. Stefan says, yes, I was done for real. But I saw your live at night, came back. Oh, the other night, yeah. I went live the other night. I've been going live. I used to go live at night all the time. And then I just kind of stopped because I wanted to change up when I walk. I wanted to do days, like mornings rather. Then kind of switch it to to afternoons when it's not too hot or not too cold. But when it's cold, a lot of the times it's cold all day. But when I walk in the summertime, a lot of the times I'll according to my work schedule, I'll hit mornings because it's cooler. And then I kind of I would do mornings because it's cooler, and then I would do nights because it's cooler. So I kind of took the afternoon out. Now it's kind of alternating mornings and evenings. But so that's kind of how I do it when it's really hot outside. And when it's cold, I just rotate all three. I'll walk morning some, afternoon some, and then nights. As long as it's not too cold. But when it's hot, I kind of stick with morning or late evening. Because it be too hot in the middle of the day. What Saint says? Saint says, just getting off work and fixing to cook. Oh, look, you got to get that cooking in. You got to get that cooking in. Get that food ready. Saint, what you having? What are you having? I wish you could cyber send me some. I be seeing you in comments. Oh, you be seeing me in the comments. I be so tickled. Stefan, bro, I be so tickled in them comments. I don't ever see you. Do you ever leave? You don't ever leave comments, Stefan. That country Wayne be funny. The skits are kind of good right now. The skits are really good right now. You never leave a comment. The comments be funny. Sometimes the comments are funnier than the skits. They're more fun than the skits. I'm making green enchiladas with Mexican rice and salad. See? You see, Saint? You see what you just did? I knew it was going to be something good. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes people come over here and I be like, what you cook? And I be like, oh, okay. You're going to enjoy that. When I say something like that, I might not really like it. I'm just playing, y'all. But you know, we do have our likes and dislikes. But that right there, yeah, I won't. You can just go ahead and wrap me a plate, Saint, when you're done. And just cyber send it. Okay? It does sound good, doesn't it, Mad Dog? Just cyber send it on over. Hey, Joyelle, sis. Sis, what it do? Boo. Hello, mods and everyone. Y'all see my sis Mad Dog. You see my little sis Joyelle. Y'all tell them hello. And thank you guys for telling everybody hello, okay? I appreciate you. I appreciate you for coming over here and hanging out with me. We're going to try and do us like 30 to 45 minutes. We just got done working out, okay? So y'all know this is my like second cool down, right? I tell y'all, I always equate anything that I do when it comes to exercise and fitness. I equate it to just daily things that you do. So my workout is like me eating meals, right? My warm-up is my what? Appetizer. If y'all watch me, y'all know. My workout is my entree and my cool down is my dessert. But I come live and I have a second what? Dessert. A second cool down, okay? Just so I can spend some time on the live and interacting with people. There go my other sis, Mad Dog, okay? Mad Dog was early today, like, bam, right in here. Mad Dog is at the gym getting it in, okay? Mad Dog about to get it in. And listen, Mad Dog, don't you get up in there, pulling your head and lifting to your knees, to your elbows. Don't you be up in that gym doing that. Looking crazy, okay, Mad Dog? Mad Dog, why did you put that up there? I hadn't seen it. I don't watch that lady. But when I saw that, I hollered. Mad Dog says, hey, Joyelle. Mad at Mike, Team Sunny. I'm mad at Mike too. I'm mad at Mike too, Stefan. I wish Mike would pick a team. Okay? I wish he would just pick a side and stay. Because what he's doing, he's not wilding out like he was, but he's playing dangerously. Because now Melissa's coming to his house. And I'm like, are you serious, Mike? Are you serious? That girl is coming to your house. So Sonny's husband or Liz might see her and just go. And for some reason, Liz just does not like Sonny. So if she sees Melissa, she's not going to like Melissa either. But they know not to try to make her and Melissa have a little altercation, because Melissa will go get Momo and they'll drag her. They'll drag Crazy Liz. But I'm like, why, Mike? Why? And I understand that Sonny is technically still married. But at the same time, being married or not, it doesn't stop your feelings for somebody. If you're in the middle of getting a divorce and you've already met somebody else, don't play with their feelings. They're already getting a divorce, right? Okay, they're getting a divorce, and under the circumstances of her divorce, he was cheating with another man. So why would you play with her feelings and string her along as well as another young lady? And I don't like what he's doing to Melissa either, because Melissa has finally found her strength to be with somebody different. And then when she finds out about Sonny, it's going to be like, so Mike, you was just faking, you was just fronting, right? So don't do that, men. Listen, it's okay to date. And you don't have to let one date know about the other. As long as you're doing the right thing and being protective, okay? And if she don't want to be protective, then you know what you're doing. You got to make her be protective, all right? I know what they be saying. They be wanting the real deal. Look, you got to make her be protective. So I don't have a problem with him dating, but it's just the way he knows that both of these ladies are having feelings for him. And at some point, he's going to have to pick a choice, pick a team, pick a side. Quit doing that. Let me see. Joyelle says, hey, Shawanda. I didn't see you, Shawanda. Shawanda says, hey, everybody. Welcome in, Shawanda. Look at Mad Dog. What you laughing about that short? Girl, I was hollering. I said, what in the hell? I said, what is she doing? I'm like, damn. And truth be told, honestly, her upper body, those shoulders, those traps, shit. She don't need much work on those traps. I ain't gonna even lie to you. She don't need much work on those traps. She got the traps. She just need to, slim them up, tone them up a little bit. She has the traps, but that other stuff she's doing, that lifting that leg up, knowing damn well she can't lift her leg, I was like, Adrian, stop. I want you to keep going, Adrian, but I want you to do what's good. Like, who is your fitness coach? Who is your trainer, Adrian? Joya says, that's what's up, sis. I did a 3K with my students yesterday. Come on in. Miles for Melanin. Joyelle, you did a 3K? That's what I'm talking about. Look at Joyelle, y'all. Joyelle did a 3K. Congratulations, Joyelle. Stefan says, him ordering flowers. Yeah, that was crazy. You're right, Stefan. That was so, and then he was sitting there trying to sneak and do it. I'm like, why don't you just leave? Like, why not just leave? Like yesterday for his birthday, he slept with Melissa. Why did you even go to Sonny's house? Knowing that you and Sonny had talked already. Knowing that Sonny wanted to give you a little loving. Why did you even go to Sonny's house? Why? Bye says, hey, Joyelle. Joyelle says, hey, Shawanda. Bye. So what y'all do this weekend? What was y'all up to this weekend? Again, y'all, my warm-up is my appetizer. My workout exercise is my entree. And my cool down is my dessert, right? And a typical cool down is about 3 to 5 minutes for me. But we come on here and we do about an hour of cool down because we have conversation. We have conversation and we talk. We yip, yap, 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 yap. We talk a little shh and swallow a little spit. Okay, that's what we do. That's what we do. He's very selfish. Very selfish. Did you see that they talked to Hulk yesterday? I'm like, everybody in the comment section was giving his friend props for talking to him. I'm like, why didn't he talk to him like that before? He didn't talk to him until he called that guy's name when they were doing their dirt. So, because Hulk was wrong for doing that, calling that man's name, but they shouldn't have been doing what they were doing in the first place. Well, they robbed somebody or something? That was crazy. I know it's a skit, but it's the way they wrote the skit. So you can talk to him and tell him he's coming apart when he calls the homeboy's name and gives him away in a crime. But you couldn't talk to him and say, look, bro, I know we family, but that's your blood family. Maybe you need to let him go over a girl. He just now finally had the conversation about the girl. I'm like, dude, you should have been did that. Joyelle, it's my birthday. It was, Joyelle. I was on my... Oh, Joyelle. Mad Dog, get Joyelle. Get Joyelle. We're going to put her in timeout. We're going to put her in timeout. I want to say like 2.5 minutes. I don't even think she needs to be up in there for 4 or 5 minutes. But since they don't let us do 2.5, we're going to let her stay. We're going to let her stay. Mad Dog, do you see Joyelle? Now, when she ain't coming in here giving us the student dictionary of slang, when she's not in here, you know what? That's not even the student dictionary of slang. That's Joyelle's dictionary of slang. Joyelle's slang. Joyelle, get you that channel. We need you to make a channel, Joyelle's slang. That don't sound, that doesn't flow. Well, how are we going to say it, Joyelle? Slang with Joyelle. Slang with Joyelle. Oh, we need, Mad Dog, we need her to name her channel. We need her to add a little something to her channel. Yes. Happy belated birthday. Look, Mad Dog, I don't even know if I said it. I'm so caught up in what she said. Joyelle been acting bad. What is it? Slang with Joyelle. Joyelle speaks. Let me see. We got to come up with Joyelle a name. Because Joyelle got her own language, okay? She has her own language. You're welcome, Joyelle. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful time. I really, really do. Stefan, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad I went live and you saw me the other night. I was like, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. You know I appreciate you, Stefan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is he gone? Is he? Stefan, I hope you're not gone. You better not be gone. Let me go this way. You better not be gone. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was live the other night. Because, you know, now the watch hours, I think a lot of people get the watch hours confused. Some people think it starts over every year in January. I think the watch hours start over whenever you started accumulating watch hours. Like, because everybody has a channel, right? Or you guys have a channel, but you don't have any watch hours. You could have gotten your channel in the month of July. But I think your watch hours, your yearly count starts whenever you start to upload videos and do lives. So some people think it's January. For me, I happen to have started doing them in January, so I have to keep these hours up, Stefan. Got to keep the hours up. I know you appreciate you, and I appreciate you too. Thank you, bro, so much. I really do. Wait a minute, y'all. I hear a junkyard dog. I hear a different dog. Hold on, let me cut this off. I hear music. Okay, y'all, I think I'm far enough away now. He over there playing that Chris Brown. I don't want YouTube saying nothing about that Chris Brown. Mad Dog, I'm down here slanging, rolling with these hustlers, trying to get rid of all these haters and these busters. Man, Joyelle, I don't know what we're gonna do with you. Joyelle, you don't have typos. Okay? Joyelle, you don't have typos. Mad Dog, let me see. She been at the gym. So Mad Dog probably, unless she's gonna be there an hour, she probably been there a good 30 minutes right now. Okay. Joyelle, you don't do typos. You don't have typos. That's just Joyelle's. That's Joyelle's speech. Okay? That's the dialect of Joyelle. That's a good channel name. It makes, because you know all these other channel names be sounding a little weird sometimes. We're gonna make it sound professional, Joyelle. The dialect of Joyelle. Joyelle's dialect. Oh, I gotta make it smoother. It's gotta be smoother. I just said about 2 or 3 things. I don't even remember what I said. What I said, I was slanging with Joyelle. Joyelle slang. We've got to address the fact that you're speaking a different language, okay? So it's got to be something addressing the fact that Joyelle's rhetoric. So, Joyelle, look. Joyelle be having you stop for a second, like, what she say now? And then you read it and it be hilarious. And y'all know how like you get somebody tells a joke, right? And it's funny if you get it immediately. And it's not funny if it takes you a minute to figure it out. Now, if it's a really, really good joke, it can be funny, even if it takes you a minute to figure it out. By the time I figure out what Joyelle's talking about, you can't help but laugh. Joyelle's rhetoric, okay. Joyelle's rhetoric. That sounds good. So that's what you need. This is Joyelle. You need to add that to your name. Joyelle's rhetoric You know what? I don't now. I know I'm sure somebody else with that name, but I have not seen anybody with that in their name. Not that I can remember, or not anywhere where I go. Joyelle's Rhetoric. Yup, Rhetoric with Joyelle. Which one, Joyelle? Joyelle's Rhetoric? That's shorter. That's shorter. That's probably catchier, the way you said it. I was thinking Rhetoric with Joyelle, but we're going to say Joyelle's Rhetoric. That's shorter and catchier. So we're going to march, y'all, because we got traffic coming. And thank y'all for those thumbs up. I appreciate you. I see you. I see you. I appreciate the subscribers. Y'all know I do. I appreciate the content creators / subscribers. I appreciate YouTube, okay? I appreciate you too. Y'all, let me tell you something. It was a lady on here going ham about YouTube. Now, everybody fussed about YouTube. Everybody had their little gripes and stuff about YouTube. But she was literally going in, just going crazy. And I was like, and it's a holy roller now. Y'all know how the holy rollers be. They quick to tell you, I ain't always been saved. Oh, we know. We know. All right. Hey, triple darkness. Okay, the top op. Triple darkness, the top op. What's going on with you? How you doing? How you doing? Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. We're getting in our second dessert. Our walking. We're just walking and talking over here in Lounge Pride. Okay? If you can walk and you can talk, you're doing a great thing. But listen, the main component is the walking, the moving. You want to keep moving. Keep moving consistently and be persistent about being consistent. Be persistent about being consistent. All right? You want to keep it up. Now, your consistency doesn't have to be the next person's consistency. Somebody's consistency can be daily. The next person can be 3 times a week. Some people can be 4 times a week, 5 times a week. But what I want you to do, and what I encourage you to do, is once you've, talk to your primary healthcare provider, be your doctor, nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant. If you had injuries in the past, your physical therapist, your occupational therapist, your specialty doctors for any other issues that you may have, okay? Your psychologist, your psychiatrist even, all right? Your fitness coach, your weight trainer at the gym, whoever it is. All of those people make up your healthcare team, okay? And you need to talk to all of them, whether it's one or any combination of 2, 3, 4, or whatever. Talk to them, okay? Have the lines of communication open. You with all of them, even if it's just one. If you just have a primary doctor, fine, okay? But if you have more than one caregiver, well, you want to call that a caregiver, because caregivers might say, if you have, well, they kind of are caregivers a little bit. But most of the times we say caregiver, we think of someone taking care of someone at home or something like that. But if you have more than one healthcare provider, okay, make sure that the lines of communication are open between them as well as between you and all of them, right? What do I tell y'all every day? They form a circle around you. That circle creates an atom, or a cell. Both of them have a nucleus. Both of them have nuclei or a nucleus. You're the most important part, right? Right? In a cell, the nucleus has the DNA, right? It has all that genetic material, right? So you're the cell. They're the cell and you're the nucleus, okay? That's good. That's good. I'm good, Queen. I'm glad to hear that you're good. He says hello to Joyelle. And chances are they aren't saved now. Oh, Joyelle. I'm talking about, because when you save, I ain't gonna say what you don't do, because we're all still human, right? We're all still flesh. We all still make mistakes, saved or not. You're gonna make some before you're saved. You're gonna make some after you get saved. But we strive to do better. And even when you're backsliding and you're probably doing worse sometimes, because sometimes we're doing worse than we were doing before we were saved, right? We're backsliding in a big way. So when you know that, I'm just saying, don't be such a hypocrite. Don't be such a hypocrite. Because, we do. We backslide sometimes. Sometimes we're doing worse after we've gotten saved than we did before. So we're not judgmental. And then, people are people. Sometimes people will judge you. But the person is such a hypocrite and such a know-it-all. Girl, they was going in on the app. Going in on YouTube. And it was like hilarious. It was hilarious to me. Because I'm like, it's always the ones who are just right. It's always the ones who got it all just right. But then when they start to show their behind, they're quick to say, I'm far from perfect. I'm far. Yeah, you are. Especially when you're on here calling folks B's and giving YouTube the middle finger and like you 16. Okay, y'all, he was a little loud. So I'm like, now this is an app, sis. You know, you really can't give the app the middle finger. You can, but are you that angry? Now I can see if you getting some maybe like 8 to 1,000. Yeah, you depend on that 800 to maybe $1,000. And I could definitely see if this is your job, like your job, not just something that you get a little pinch off every now and again. You on here acting a plum diggity fool, telling the app to kiss your but you holy. It tickles me every time I think about it, y'all. It tickles me every time I think about it. Mad Dog says, Joyelle, I was listening to her read your comments. You a man. She is, Mad Dog. Joyelle is something else. She a handful. She's more than a notion. She's a double potion. Look, I'm like Joyelle now. Y'all know I'm talking about double portion, right? She's a double potion. like the elders say, she's a double potion. She's more than a notion. She's a double potion. Sis, I saw my provider last week and I showed him a video of yours and told him that I have a sister with a platform. We walk daily. He was grinning like a chest. Joyelle. You showed he was grinning, Joyelle. Tell him don't be laughing at me. Ask him was he laughing at me or with me. Joyelle says, man, dog, you know how we do. We got to act up. Okay? We got to act up. We got to act up. We got to keep it fun, right? We got to keep it light and fun. Okay? I know people they don't be like Nicole because we don't be acting messy and crazy. We get a little silly. Like silly messy. But we ain't trying to hurt nobody. We ain't trying to hurt nobody. I ain't never trying to hurt nobody's feelings, okay? Because let me tell y'all something. I take mental health seriously. And I know that sometimes people be on here showing their whole behind. But I really true. I have to. I take mental health seriously. Because no matter what a person is doing, sometimes this really is their outlet, right? And we don't really know these people on here. So it's easy when we say, well, she's on here or he's on here doing this and that. What do they think? Oh shit, y'all, this man dog just bit him. And he a little bit of something, y'all. He's smiling on a cat. So it's easy to say that. But ethically, morally, I can't make complete fun like that. Because I do know, what I tell y'all, usually, a lot of the times, I won't say usually, but a lot of the times, we're walking the line, right? Walking the line. Just like when they tell you to get out and walk that line, you're walking the line. If you do this a couple of times, what they gonna say? Okay, but if you walk that line, you're good, right? At least for then. For then. Keywords, for then. So my thing is, I'll never forget, I was taught, not just the people that come on here and show their behinds and do the weirdest things, the craziest things. We all do. We may not feel like we do. And if you talk to us individually, we may say, hell no, I'm not crazy. But let me tell y'all something. Maybe you're not. A lot of us aren't. But at any given time, what's on what side of that line? You got sanity, you got insanity. And as long as you kind of like in a little, just a little, you ain't got to be completely straight. You good, right? But at any given moment, the simplest of things or the worst thing can cause you to fall on the insanity side, right? And everybody thinks, oh, they act like this. It's kind of like they say, well, that's the boy that cried wolf. True, a lot of times people cry wolf, but you just never know, right? You never know when they're on that side of sanity, when they're on that side of insanity. You just never know. Now, sanity, insanity, you never know. So because you never know, I don't believe in going too hard. Have I gone hard? Hell yeah. Like I was saying earlier, we're all human. You know, we do things that are not right. Because it's funny. Hold on, y'all. So, I laugh at stuff that's funny. Because hell, I mean, it's funny. It's funny. People laugh at themselves, right? When something is funny, it's funny. It is what it is. And a lot of times that's a good thing to be able to laugh at yourself. But when I see a history, like a prolonged history of certain types of behavior, I only laugh so much. Because let me tell you, geniuses can sometimes often have mental issues, right? The smartest people in the world. And I'm not just talking about, oh, they make straight A's in school. And I'm not just talking about, oh, they scored right there. When they took the IQ test, they were like right at genius level. I'm talking about extreme genius. People who are extremely, would be like, that's a genius. Einstein, I'll say Einstein like genius. They have mental health issues as well, or they can, you know? So just imagine the average person. Now, mental health is not an excuse for you to do any and everything. It's not. And it's not an excuse to let people by with doing any and everything. But when it comes to just day-to-day life, I'm going to laugh at some stuff because it's funny or because of whatever. But if I see a person and I see that their behavior has shown me that, yeah, something's, something, I'm going to take it seriously. And I'm not going to go so far, right? Because you never know what a person has been through in their childhood, their teenage years, their young adult life, that make them act the way that they do. Because we often see people on here that's 40, 50 years old, y'all, they act like they're teenagers. They act like they're teenagers. And the shit do be funny. I'm like some of the stuff they do, it be funny. But then it's like, I don't go full throttle with stuff because you just never know. And you just never know, right? They're walking that line. Like I said, it don't have to be perfectly straight, but they're walking that line. It could be like this, we're just walking. You got insanity, sanity, insanity. And the one thing, the simplest of things, the simple stuff, it's just like when your boyfriend is always cheating or your girlfriend is always cheating and you've forgiven them for like the worst crap. But then you've forgiven them so long, they do this one simple thing that they think, oh, she'll get over it or he'll get over it. And that's that one thing that makes you just leave. It makes you just leave. I think of people with mental illness like that. And I haven't always thought that way because I haven't always thought enough about it to think that way. We have to be honest. So I'm not being a hypocrite. I'm not being judgmental. I haven't always thought this way. But when you see people and you work with people, you just never know when that person, what little thing may tip them over to the insanity part, the side of insanity, as opposed to sane. And sanity for them may not be what you think sanity is. So, because I don't know people's history, they may be sane and I may think they're a little, cuckoo. You just never know. They may be sane, I may think, and same with me, they may think I'm a little cuckoo, So I try not to be that one that tips the cup over. I try not to be that one. I'm going to laugh, I'm going to have fun, but I try not to be that one that tips the cup over. What Mad Dog doing, Joyelle? Okay, Mad Dog, oh yeah, okay. No, he was happy to see it. He knows I'm serious about, my well-being. and lifestyle journey. I'm down 55. Come on, Joyelle. Come on, Joyelle. That's what I'm talking about. And I always like posing the question, who is going to cry for the little boy? See? Right. Child, I work with them. Okay? They are functional. Yeah, functional and have severe mental health disorders. Right. I'm talking about distinguished scholars. Yes. I'm talking about lawyers, doctors, lawyers. You know, they're all human. They're not, like like my grandparents say, they're not just right just always either. If you are human and you can have had a great life, no abuse issues, no bullying history, no being bullied, you know, just pretty kind of good. You know, may not be rich, but you weren't poor, you made it. You may not have gone through a lot of things that other people go through, because we never know another person's journey, right? But there still something may just not be right. It could be hormonal. It could be hormonal. And so you never know. A lot of the times when you see a person who's wealthy and you see them experiencing mental illness, the first thing people will say is, all that money he got, all that money she got, how in the world? Because we're all still human. And even though, yeah, they may have had the good life, may have never wanted for anything and got so much stuff they could sell it every week. You know what I'm saying? But they still may have self-esteem issues. You know? They may have mental illness that comes out in a way that it affects their self-esteem. Just with how they think about themselves. You know? They may not like the way they look. And then, if they may not like the way they look, but they may be acting like they all that in a bag of chips on screen, right? But then I get on here and I say certain things. I don't want to be that person that makes them do whatever. So I laugh, I giggle, it stuff be funny, you know. And then, like I said, sometimes people put their stuff out there. Sometimes they like it, whether they got mental issues or not. You never know. You never know who has them and who doesn't. You have people who abuse substances, but they still go to work every day. You got teachers, you got firemen, they still go to work every day. They're high functioning. It's kind of like when people are on the spectrum, the autism spectrum, but what end are they on? They can be on one end, they can be in the middle, or they can be on the other end. They can highly function, okay? Very, very intelligent, very, very smart. So I just try to look at everybody as like, you just kind of have to size people up. If they look like they're okay, you know, you just can never say. And then you can't never deny if they say they got some stuff going on, especially if they tell you. I'm not one to question it. I'm going to listen to what they say. If they lying, that's on them. You know, if they say ain't nothing wrong with me, hopefully they're telling the truth. But we do walk a line. It's kind of like the thin line between love and hate. Y'all ever had that person, y'all love them so much, but I don't know if it's starting to get to the point where you're getting tired of them, but you love them so much. Because it doesn't have to even be like that type of relationship. It can be a family member. But you can't stand them. Like, you cannot stand that. And it's like, but it ain't nothing you won't do for them. You know? So you walk a thin line between love and hate with a family member. You know their blood. You love them. But that's like everybody. You know, according to what you believe and what you think, most people think that you should have a degree of brotherly love towards most people. But there's a thin line between love and hate. That, which one was it? Martin Lawrence and Lynn Whitfield? It can be that way. It can be from a friendly perspective, like your best friend. Y'all know how many best friends love each other but can't stand each other sometimes? Like, sometimes best friends love each other like siblings, like family. But sometimes they can't stand each other. Or there's that one or two things. You know how, like, typically people who are attracted to each other. You know, but sometimes opposites attract. It's not just in romantic relationships. Sometimes it's in friendships. Sometimes, y'all, I've seen people who, I've seen like somebody in, say, Walmart. One of them is like well-spoken, just acting nice, like they got some sense. And then the other one be like, girl, bring your ass on. We know we got to get back here too. And she just shake her head and look like, that's my sis. You know, sometimes opposites attract that way. So, you know, sometimes when it comes to family, typically family who are most alike, The ones who are most alike tend to kind of hang together the most. But sometimes the ones who always fussing and fighting, you can't beat them on the phone talking about, come on here, we got to go down here to the casino. We got to go shopping. We got to go to lunch. Look, y'all, they had lunch for about an hour. They fussing for 50 minutes. So you just never know. So that's why I say you never know. And we're going to laugh. We're going to do some stuff. We're human. But I try not to go too far. So when you come over here, like I always say, if you see somebody you don't get along with in the chat, just don't talk to them. Just don't talk to them. The same way you don't talk to your boyfriend, your husband, your girlfriend, your wife when you get mad. Your kids, your parents, when you get mad. Y'all don't speak for a whole week. If you see somebody over here in this chat and it's like that, just don't talk to them. What's the worst case scenario? Worst case scenario, y'all can just get into it for no reason when you could just see and not see each other, right? So don't get into it. Just see and not see each other. And come on in the chat and just talk. What's the best case scenario? The best case scenario, y'all might trip up on each other and start having a conversation. Okay? Y'all might trip up on each other and start having a decent conversation. The grown folk style. Grown folk style. Let me see. It is a thin line. Yes, Joya, it's a very thin line. Oftentimes, it is hereditary. Yep, it is. And so that's why, you know, and sometimes it can be masked so well. Like, some people can tell you. Like, sometimes they won't take their medication. And they can tell you because they don't feel right. They feel funny when certain aspects of their mental illness are about to take place. They can tell you. You know, now, a lot of people would be like, how somebody can tell you, that means they want to do it. No, not really. It's kind of like anger. If you ever know somebody who's easily angered, a lot of times they'll start pacing. They'll start fidgeting. They know they're getting mad. That is a sign that they're getting mad. Those are signs that they're geting mad. They start to stutter. They start to fidget. They start to pace. And as long as they're in as long as they're in that part of it, there is a slight possibility that you can get them to a point where they don't pop off. But usually, once they're getting like that, see, it's not that they don't know. It's not that sometimes they don't know what it is. It's just that they can't control. They can't control it. And oftentimes, that's why I believe, yes, it's very much hormonal. You know, it's very much hormonal. Whatever the illness is or the situation is, I've always, just through research and just through rationalization, you know, reasonable deduction, I always just kind of feel like it's got to be somewhat hormonal. Because it gets to a point where some people just pop off, you know, some just snap. But others, it's like they feel it. They start punching their hands. They may even punch the wall, but you don't want them to hurt themselves, but you don't want to punch somebody. So sometimes people feel it coming on. They feel it coming on. Y'all, here go a dog. I hope they get this dog. Wait a minute. He's so tiny. Look at. They making him tough. They making him tough. But, you know, so that's why I say people walk a thin line. So I don't want to be that person that pushes them on the wrong side, you know. And I know sometimes they can do the crazy things. We all can do crazy things. So if I'm going to say the word crazy, I'm going to just apply it to everybody can be a little crazy sometimes, right? We're not going to point anybody out. Anybody can be that way. So, you know, but we do. Most of us, it's kind of like when I say you're in boxes, right? So certain boxes have certain levels. So when you're on the lower end of that, you know, you do pretty well. You pay attention. You can kind of realize who's maybe on the upper end, you know. So you don't want to ever be that one that pushes them, and you're not intentionally pushing them. And the first thing you're going to say is they didn't have to do that because of me, but you don't know their mental state. You don't know their mental state. The funny part is that she hasn't seen my comment. Which one? Me? Let me see. Child, I work with them. They are functional. Yeah, and have severe mental health disorders. And they can talk about it. They know about it. See, it doesn't mean that they're not smart, intelligent, their intellect isn't great. It doesn't mean that. It just means that if something, and again, it may not be hormonal for every situation, but I just really think it is, because you got some people, the slightest thing makes them mad. Like the slightest thing, they could say, bring me a fork, and you bring a spoon, like you miss here and bring a spoon, and they might just snap. But you can have the next person that says, bring me a fork, and you bring a spoon, and they chuckle, they laugh about it. You know? So there are different levels to it, y'all. There are different levels for different people. So when I see something funny, I do be laughing though. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. When Mad Dog put that dang on video up, y'all, Adrian over there talking about, I don't know what she said. She said something about, she said they told me to do it like this. Y'all, cause it's like, just because somebody may have something kind of going on, it doesn't mean that they aren't highly functioning. So they know how they can laugh at themselves sometimes too. You know, even if they're highly. Yes, it was hilarious. Let me see. When you were talking about this line between love and hate. Oh, okay. I had typed it a long time ago. Great minds think alike. Oh, I got you. I didn't see it. Let me make sure I'm on all messages too. Because sometimes it just jumps. Okay, I'm on all messages. I probably just didn't see it because I was trying to be watching, look away from the phone, watch my surroundings. What game you about to watch on cell phone? March coming up, y'all. March Madness. That March Madness coming. Last Pride. About to watch this game. Enjoy your life. Thank you, Stephon, bro. Look, I'm happy today. You came in. Don't be a stranger, Stephon. Listen, even when you're taking a break, you come over here and you say, hey. Because even when you're taking a break, I bet you one thing, you watching those skits. Duke, who is Duke playing? Thank you for those 7 thumbs up, y'all. Mad Dog says, I'm back. Welcome back, Mad Dog. Are you done? Yes, Stephon, listen. I know you be needing to take a break from this old app, but look, you got to come in here and say hello. You know I be walking about 5 days a week at least. Sometimes, some weeks I might do all 7. Because what I tell y'all, there ain't nothing wrong with some cardio every day. And you don't have to be fast every day. You can just, just walk. Just walk and enjoy nature. Take you some deep breaths in and out. In and out. Pull in that oxygen, okay? And release that CO2 and other waste, all right? Release that CO2 and other waste, right? You need a little CO2 to make your body pull in that oxygen. Have the desire to pull in that oxygen. But you want to release that, the worst part of it, okay? The biggest part of it. And get you in that good old oxygen. Pull it into those lungs when you're doing that cardiovascular aerobic activity, all right? You're done. Oh, Duke versus Miami. What? Duke is doing good, right? Is Duke doing good? Miami is kind of, I be having to remember, I have to think about basketball. Miami is kind of good sometimes and not so good. Florida, I know Florida is kind of, they've had their time where they was like kind of like king of basketball for a little bit. Mad Dog, did you see the groundhogs I sent you? Joyelle sending folks groundhogs. Good now, what ground? So Mad Dog, did you hear us when we was trying to figure out what Joyelle's name gonna be? We're gonna add something to Joyelle's channel because she always coming up with these she got her own English, not her own English, her own language. It's more than just the regular slang. It's Joyelle's slang. Slang by Joyelle. Joyelle said Joyelle's rhetoric. What you think about that, Mad Dog? Number 3 in the county, Miami, sick this year. Okay. I got you. I thought Miami, I know Florida has been really good a lot of the times. I thought Miami too. But I just I know that Florida has really been really good. Florida, Kentucky's not that great this time. Well, I won't say that they aren't great, but a lot of schools have caught up. Mad Dog says, I like Joyelle's rhetoric. Okay, yeah, Joyelle's rhetoric. It's a lot of them out there for her. Let me tell you. But that Joyelle's rhetoric, that sounds, and she can call herself JR. Joyelle's rhetoric. JR. Miami suck. So, but you'll be surprised. What if, so, Miami sucks this year. So, I know everybody's expecting Duke to beat them down then. But what if the underdog comes out on top? What if the underdog comes out on top? Y'all look at the last move, okay? Watch the last move and you just keep moving. Keep moving. The more you move, the more you'll want to move. Now, you will get tired eventually, but it'll make you want to get up and move the next day, okay? Okay, if the Lord allows and it's His will and preferably it will be, move those legs, move those arms, okay? Twist that waist, all right? When you walk, use that waist. Switch. Remember what mama and your grandmama used to say? Stop that switching. Don't go out this house switching in front of them little boys. Don't go out this house switching in front of those little boys. Use that waist. Switch, switch, switch. Use that waist to work off that waist. Use that waist to work off that waist. Use that waist to work off that waist. Look, somebody gonna be saying that tomorrow, y'all. I can't say shit over here unless somebody leaves. Y'all not be just making up little silly shit and that I ain't heard nobody say. And as soon as I say it, somebody else be saying it. I be like, yeah, damn. You can't have nothing. You remember how your grandmama and your mama and your dad and grandhusband, I can't have nothing. I can't hide nothing. I got to hide my stuff. I got to hide it. I can't have nothing for y'all. Man knows. Lucy Joya said it was a news story about the groundhog all seeing his shadow, and the groundhog was named after the other person in the video with big. Joya. That's right. They used to tell us we gonna have the coup. Okay. Don't got to switching from them boys. But now look, we found another reason for us to switch. Okay, because the old grown women be switching too. That's all Big A over there. She act like she gotta shake the room every time she put one foot down and pick the other foot up. I be like, girl. And see, that's why I be like, it's so funny how like you gotta laugh at her because she be funny. I just don't ever want to say the wrong thing to anybody. But the stuff she be doing, y'all, it be so funny. Hold on, y'all. Okay, he left. He had that music going. Man, that junk was hilarious. That's why I say I don't never want to push somebody over. Because you never know. They could be having a smile on their face, right? Y'all know most people who do something to themselves, not most, but a lot of people, they be looking just fine the last time a person saw them or the day before, the day of. So I don't never want to joke somebody that much until I push them over that line, that thin line between sanity and insanity. But sometimes stuff be funny. And I just try to know how much to say. And I ain't gonna lie, when Adrian was doing that jump, it was funny as crap. I wanted to say, what the hell you doing, Adrian? When Mad Dog put that up there, it made me want to look for it. I was like, I want to say, what the hell you doing? Like, it just, and then the comments, y'all, the comments was damn hilarious. I was like, y'all something else. And I was like, shit. I ain't gonna lie, she ain't got to do that to those shoulders. Now, those arms and everything else, she ain't got to do that to those shoulders. I don't know how. She got those traps. She got those traps. She been lifting something. Stephon says, my bad, the game tomorrow. It's tomorrow? See, look at you, bro. You trying to run up out of here. The game tomorrow. You choked when you heard it. Joyelle. That junk was too funny. She is hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. You know, and I don't blame Big A. She know what she be doing. She be getting the people to talk about her. You know, it's just a matter of once you get that, you know, do you want that? Like, to what degree do you want that? Cause I know some days she don't be in the mood. I know some days she don't be in the mood. That's why you got to be careful, like, and just how much you're willing to do. And sometimes people just do the most. Sometimes people be doing the most. And if you do the most, people gonna what? They gonna talk. People gonna talk if you do the least. Okay? People are gonna talk if you do the least. So if you do the most, people gonna talk. Mad dog, mad dog, stop. Yes. And who is her personal trainer? What? Now what in the Sam hell? What was the purpose of that? What was the damn purpose? Y'all know people just do some stuff that just make you just stop. You can't do. You just had this ugly look on your face. That's all you can do. What was the purpose of him coming around the corner and then once he turns the corner, just showing out on that motorcycle? What was the purpose of that? I wasn't up for all that ruckus. I almost said rhetoric. I wasn't up for all that ruckus. Joya said, man, these folks need to get with their people and get a check because their elevator is stuck. Oh my God. And the thing about it is, I never try to say too much. And I laugh though, and I'll say something sometimes, girl. Sometimes what's so funny is sometimes when you say something that ain't even that bad, you be trying to kind of help them. That's when they get mad and block you. And then the other people be going in. They don't block them. I'm telling y'all, sometimes they be wanting that stuff. But look, just because they want it, I ain't going to give it to them. I'm going to chuckle, I'm going to laugh, I'm going to have some little shits and giggles. And then I just keep it moving. I just keep it moving. Mad Dog is laughing at Joyelle. Her little, Lord, so her man, okay, rack him up. That's her coach. Rack him up. Joyelle says I'm crying, man. Stephon says, why Sonny telling all her business? Because she cray. And you know what she did? Excuse me, y'all. You know what she did, right, Stephon? She already went and told her husband. Well, she didn't tell everything, but she just went to her husband and made a little pact. Kind of, sauced him up a little bit, gave him some compliments. He was a little reluctant at first, but then she just poured the compliments on, like told him stuff like, you don't have to be an athlete, you don't have to be this, you're a good man, and I just hate to see her do a good man like that. Oh, he with it now. He with it. That's all she had to do was butter him up. Joyelle, bye! Joyelle said call him radio. Oh my gosh. And I don't know why Liz, yeah, that's his cousin's name, Liz. I don't know why she do that, because that's not going to make Mike want her. Because then she get Sonny out of the picture, she got to deal with Melissa. And Melissa and Momo they're going to be ready to throw some hands. Melissa and Momo going to be ready to throw hands. Mad Dog says she always wants advice. Right, Mad Dog, but gets mad when people got... Exactly. And then when you tell her something, because she don't know, she asks for the advice. So one cue that you don't know is that you ask. Then when somebody tells you something, it's like, I can't stand people like that. They ask you a question because they don't know. Or maybe they do know, but they want a different perspective. They act like they want a different perspective. And then when you tell them, they telling you 35 ways to New York how you wrong. Or how it's not like that for them. Well, why did you even ask? Like, why did you ask? Rax Radio on the one. Mad Dog, time her out. Time her out. I saw her over there. Y'all, I'm subscribed to her, but I can't watch her because I cannot do the childishness. It's like every time I try, y'all, I be like 2 to 3 minutes in, max. And it's something like she just sitting there looking at the wall, crazy. Something just got you looking at the wall and talking in the background, and throwing her head halfway not even halfway into view, and then, or she turned halfway and stick that tongue out. I don't know what is up with these women sticking their tongue out like that. It's okay, it's funny or whatever, but I'm just saying, every time. So once she started that, and then all that little crazy noises she be making, I can't, y'all, I can't watch her. I cannot. When I see how I know she be doing stuff is because when people put stuff up, it be funny. Because I ain't gonna lie, I get the notification, I'm subscribed to her. But when I go over there, I just cannot. I cannot with a woman her age acting like she acts. I'm like, you too big for that, you too old for that. Ain't nothing cute about that. Okay? Sticking her tongue out, snapping her fingers. And you know, it'll be different if she was doing it sometimes. And it'll be different if she was doing it and she was standing on some business. She'd just be acting a nut. Mad Dog said she over there running him. Y'all heard him say, we don't have to end the live. We don't have to end the live. Big A did something behind the camera and he did it. He did his close. Wait, yo, Mad Dog, Big A. See, he must be on the outs with his girlfriend or something. Cause I did see, I'm telling you, I go back and look at the comments, cause I just can't with her. I can't with both of them. I just can't. I heard him yesterday saying something about you mad cause you ain't getting that money or something like that. I said, oh my God. I think they were talking about her car or something. She was talking about somebody told her not to show her car. She got another car again. She was saying something about somebody told her not to show her car. And so I was like, okay, that makes sense. Because, you know, people gonna critique everything. I'm like, that makes sense. But then he started talking about they mad because they ain't got no money. Y'all, I was damn. And the only reason I could watch that much of it is because I caught it in the middle. I'm telling y'all, whenever I get that notification, I click on it to watch it. I'm just to the point now I don't even click on to watch it. What'll make me go look is when somebody say something. And I'm like, and even then I can't, because I ain't got time to sit there be trying to, you know, find what she acting crazy at. Because 9 times out of 10, if you click on it, if the live is over, I know to go past maybe the first 5 to 10 minutes, because usually she just got folks looking at the wall, looking at curtains. I'm like, how do people be watching this? Like, I guess people just watch the replay, because it ain't no way I can just sit there. And I mean, I be walking, showing the ground and showing my clothes, my legs, whatever. But that's just the whole theme of my walk and talk. I just like look at the legs move, watch the legs move. Hopefully my legs will motivate you, encourage you to get up and move your own legs. That's just my kind of thing. But Adrian is just doing whatever. And she's sitting there. She's sitting there to the side of the camera and let everybody watch the wall. So I'm like, how do I don't even understand how people know where to go. I guess people just skip through, because that's how I end up doing it. If I click on it, it's usually it's over. Because even if it's just starting, if she's sitting there with it on the wall or on a picture, I just have to click off. I can't. And if she is talking, if she doing all that part and all that old crazy, snapping her fingers and sticking out her tongue, I can't do it. I can't watch. I catch whatever little part I'm hearing right then, and usually it's funny, and I just go ahead and leave off. I'm like, My mama didn't raise me to be that damn crazy to sit there and listen to somebody like that. I ain't go to school to do that. I ain't go to school to do that. Joya says, I'm embarrassed and I have never met these people, but they really need help. How do you not pull your folks off to the side and let them know this is not normal? Okay, Joya, I think they have though. With her, I think they have. These are your boundaries, sis. Yes. Look, as far as like pull them to the side, I think they have. She did some crazy stuff. And that's why I say, people do be having mental issues. They do. People have mental issues, but that doesn't mean that they're not sane. Everyone with mental issues. Now, I say that you walk that thin line between sanity and insanity. I truly mean sanity and insanity. Having a mental illness doesn't mean that you're insane. So, but it's just that sometimes when you're dealing with people who have diagnosed mental issues, a sane person who's never been diagnosed with anything, maybe never had really any problems, they can snap. So when I say that there's a thin line between sanity and insanity, I'm not just talking about people with mental health issues. I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about the teacher, the nurse, the fireman. I'm talking about your neighbor who's retired. I'm talking about anybody. So definitely people with mental health issues, So they're not just, when I say the thin line between sanity and insanity, I'm not just talking about them. I'm talking about everybody, all of us. But then you do have those with mental health issues, but they're not, doesn't mean that they're insane. They have certain, they look at the ICD-9 and the other, I can't think of the one off the top of my head right now, but for the mental health diagnoses, and they figure out, what's going on. So, but they're not insane. Sometimes it's just anger. Some people have anger management. To me, some probably wouldn't call that a mental disorder. Some people would. And I think for some people, it just depends on the degree of anger that they have, how much anger they show when they snap and things like that. Because some people, like I was saying earlier, some people, if I say, Joyelle, can you pass me that fork? And if she passed me the spoon, I may spaz out. The next person may say, can you pass me that fork? And she passes them the spoon and they get a laugh out of it. The third person may not get a laugh out of it, but they may not spaz out. They may just be like, dang, you never listen to me. So it's just different for different people. So I don't know. I just cannot with some of the stuff I be seeing. I can't with her. I can't. Look at that. Yeah, they have pulled her to the side. All those times she did what she did to her sister. When her sister decided to give her another chance, that there was a conversation. A conversation was had. She has had the conversation. That's why I say all people with mental health disorders or mental issues are not insane. Sometimes they're very aware, and sometimes they're aware when they're mental, whenever it is that they have, it's about to really kick in. They know. Sometimes they know. And then they know because, like I said, it may be that they get fidgety, really, really fidgety. They start to pace. They stop going to work. They don't care about being at work. Maybe they're in their depressed mode, or, if it's bipolar schizophrenic, maybe they're in that happy time when they're at work and full of energy and ready to go. And then 2 months later, it's like they're at work and they're barely doing anything. They're sleeping around, So they can kind of tell you a lot of times. And sometimes it can be something that happened and they're depressed. So people, it's just, let me tell you, our mental health is like, it's one of those things that's just like, you can't, there's no perfect treatment for every individual has a treatment plan. A treatment plan can be created, but the next individual may have the same exact diagnosis, but that plan won't work for them. That's just how mental illness is, or mental disorders are. It's wild. And a lot. Sometimes people can't tell you. Have you guys ever seen the person that is 90 degrees outside in June and they have on all those clothes, right? Now, sometimes they say when it's hot, you can wear more clothes and you feel kind of cool. Okay, I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about it's 90 degrees outside. They have all these clothes on, like maybe 2 or 3 t-shirts, a top shirt, a sweater, a sweatshirt, and a coat. So, and then another person can have the same type of disorder that they have, and they would never put all that on. They walking around, they just want to have their shorts and a t-shirt and underwear on, because it's hot. But I'm just saying, even though it's hot, they should have on more than a t-shirt and underwear just walking down the street. But I'm just saying, you can have 2 people with the same condition. One will be completely overdressed and the other will be completely underdressed. So it's kind of, it's wild. It's crazy in itself, how you have to deal with it. And that same person that has on all those clothes when it's hot, 90 degrees outside, when it's 20 degrees outside, they may be outside with nothing on. A t-shirt and some, and when I say nothing, I mean not the appropriate wear. Yeah, not the appropriate wear. Joya says, oh dang, Lord have mercy. There are certain spaces that people cannot enter. Yeah, especially our sacred homes, neighborhoods, etc. Yep, exactly. Oh dang, Lord have mercy. Yes, they need anger management. Yep, layers. Yeah, Joya, they'll have on like 10 layers and it's 90 degrees outside. And that same person, when it's 20 degrees, they may have on like maybe some jeans, but like a shirt. You know, that's just how it does sometimes. And sometimes they don't know what's about to happen. That's why I know the bulk of them are hormonal. They're hormonal. They're hormonal. And even with the anger management, the ones who have anger issues, different people have to, their anger has to be managed differently. You know, some people, their anger is a result of something that happened to them as they were growing up. Some people, they may have had nothing bad or traumatic happen. They're just really short on patience and they snap at the least little thing. And I really think that that's kind of hormonal because everything that they talk about goes back to what? Our hormones. Our hormones. Our hormones. So I'm about to get out of here, y'all. It's been an hour and 16 minutes. I thank you, of course, Joyelle, Mad Dog, sis. I thank my bro, Stefan. Shawanda came through here. Who else? Who else? Who else? Triple Darkness came through. I appreciate you, bro. And we had a good conversation. We had a great conversation. Okay? We had a great conversation. And see, y'all, look, that's why I don't be going in some of these chats because sometimes these people come over here in your chat and they just want to see if they can see one or two people. And then you don't see the ass no more. You be going in their chat and then you don't see them no more until they need another subscriber or two. Y'all, let me tell you something. These apps can make people act crazy. Okay? We talking about mental disorders. Sometimes the desire to have something can drive a person crazy. Sometimes sometimes it's just like the need or the want for certain things will drive a person crazy. It's like some people, the need to become monetized, the desire or the goal to become monetized. When does it turn from a goal into an obsession? Thank you, Joyelle. Thank you. Yes, some relationships cause those short circuits. Yes, right. Just like you could have a woman or a man, and they would basically what we would say is generally a normal person, right? But then they go through so much with a relationship, they can end up being jittery at the drop. Every sound frightens them. You know, they don't want to touch certain things. So you know, then they become that kind of, they start to develop like a compulsiveness. You know, they're compulsive about certain things. They start to obsess about certain things where they never did that before. And it could be the result of a relationship. It could be kids do it because they had one parent that was really, really hard on them, really, really strict, really, really mean. Anything they did, they got fussed at. So it kind of, you know, starting out, you never know how they would have been if they hadn't had that happen. You know, they say you go through things to make you who you are today, but sometimes that, you know, it's a good thing, but you gotta, you know, it's like you went through that struggle and it kind of had you kind of messed up for a minute. And then when you come through it, you can look back and say, all of that made me who I am today. But I'm going to tell y'all, I think a lot of times people be like, well, if they wouldn't have had it no other way, or if they hadn't gone through that, they wouldn't be who they are today. You know, it's some stuff we wish we hadn't gone through. Oh, shit, forget that. There are some things we wish we hadn't gone through, or people that we know they wish they hadn't gone through things, and we wish they hadn't gone through it. You know, but if they are better, they came out. But there are some things that, you know, you just shouldn't have had to have gone through. Yeah, we see the memes and stuff, the little, you know, the quotes and stuff, and they are good quotes. If you've gone through a lot of things and now you are a better person, but think about before you became a better person. Some of that stuff you went through, you really had to struggle with it. You really had to struggle with it. And it maybe made you someone that you weren't going to be. You'll never know now. You know that whatever you went through was rough. It was tough. It was probably most likely wrong. And so it has you who you are today, but sometimes it makes you who you are today, but it's a lot of components of who you are today you may not really like. And it may be a result of what happened in a relationship, be it a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, parent, children, you know, siblings, friends, bullies. So teachers, some teachers, you know, all teachers aren't the nicest, you know, all teachers aren't like teachers. Most teachers used to be. Maybe a college professor. You know, you just go through things. And yeah, when you come out and you make it through, it strengthens you. But when you remember some of those weak moments, it still has an effect on you, you know? It still has an effect on you. So yeah, the struggles that you went through made you the person who you are today. But had you not had to have gone through some of those struggles, you really wonder sometimes if you would be happier, or if you would be more open to people. Some people, they're really like, They don't gravitate to other people because they feel like you have to be really, really watchful of people, which you do. You do. But you know what I'm saying? Some people are really, really in a shell. So, sometimes you think, would I have been more outgoing if I wasn't so afraid of getting in trouble at home all the time? Would I be more outgoing if my dad didn't fuss at me all the time? My mom wasn't fussing at me all the time, and I wasn't kind of depressed all the time. And then when you do start to get out, you almost kind of have to learn from like young adulthood what other people have already learned in their teenage years. So, you know, hopefully whatever you go through, whatever your struggle is, you make it out. And if somebody else was involved with it, hopefully you come to a good place, because that is what helped to make you and mold you to who you are today. Some things we could do without, some things we wish we had a little bit more of. But once you get to a certain place in life, you can have more control over that. You can have more control over that. So I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I'm where I need to be. Okay? I'm where I need to be. Y'all know what time it is. Don't let bother people bother you. Don't let stress people stress you out. And if you find yourself in a misery lounge or in a place that you shouldn't be, you don't need to be, and you don't want to be, GYGAG, grab your grip and go. Grab your grip and go. Get up out of there. Okay? Get up out of there. Leave. Go back to your own lounge where it may not be perfect, but it's yours. Okay? And if they come into your lounge causing trouble and problems, get them up out of there. Get them up out of there. Okay? GTGAG, grab their grip and go. All right? Get them up out of there. All right? So, yes, Joyelle, you know what the time is. Look, I wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. Will things be perfect? Sometimes, maybe sometimes things are pretty groovy. But sometimes we have battles, we have storms. So just try to keep your peace, protect your peace, try to keep positive, okay? And hopefully those things won't prevent you from prospering to your fullest potential, okay? Because if you keep that peace, positivity, and prosperity, hopefully, you can walk successfully in your purpose, all right? Love you, Joyelle, sis. Thank you so much. You, Mad Dog, Stefan, Shawanda, thank y'all so much for coming into this live. Y'all make the live. I make the live. Together, we make the live. It's not just about the content creator. Okay? I can walk over here and nobody come in, and I'm still going to walk. But when you guys come in, you make it that much funner. Okay? You make it so much funner, and I appreciate you. So, you guys have a wonderful week. Monday is wrapping up. But Lord's will, tomorrow will be a terrific Tuesday. Pray about it. Be about it. Keep your peace, stay positive, and hopefully we will prosper. All right? So I will see you guys in the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lions Pride. All right? See you later, Joyelle, sis. Have a wonderful rest of your night. You, Mad Dog, Stefan, and everybody else, Shawanda, thank you guys for coming in. Triple Darkness. Y'all have a great week. Okay? Bye, y'all. To anybody who catches this replay, I appreciate you. Give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. Okay? Thank you. Bye, y'all. I can't end the live.